of a Friday when we're joined by the guys from OverdriveTV. This time only Ciro's here, but I think he was being, he probably made sure that Gav didn't make it riding in this beautiful baby, the Subaru BRZ, man.
How's it, Kat?
Good,
I was
bro.
actually very kind to Gav. I organized this car a few days ago so he could have a spin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I got to drive it up in Joburg, and I was so excited to. Now, you might remember we reviewed the Toyota 86 on this show last year, I think, actually. And this looks, well, it looks exactly the same.
It kind of actually resembles that. Yeah, it's got a bit of that too. Yeah.
There's a good reason for that. I think what happened was the Toyota executives finally gave in and they thought, we need some help. So they phoned Subaru and they said, look, you have the engineers, we have the money, let's do this. And the 86 BRZ project was born. So this is actually the exact same car as the Toyota. But they signed an agreement and they said, for every 8 Toyotas we make, you can make 1 Subaru. So that these things are
is
really
that a fair deal
rare.
anywhere in the world?
Well, Toyota paid for the whole party, so I suppose they can make the rules.
I guess
But these are very rare. They're sold out around the world, and I've been dying to get my hands on one. And I think it's because the Subaru engineers, when they signed off the 86, they giggled like kids at the back of maths class, and then they went off to their offices again and they finished the car because this just feels like a better product.
Yeah. So what makes it essentially different? Like you said, body-wise, it looks more or less the same. What makes it different from the Toyota?
So let's start at the front. That's a completely new bumper on the front there. This splitter down here is from the STI range, and I think it really makes the front look very mean indeed.
Yeah.
And if you follow me around to the back, let's see if we can get a camera around here.
Come and join us so you can see what we're playing with.
You'll see we've plugged it in because it's actually an electric car. No, I'm joking.
We're charging it.
But the Subaru, as you heard earlier, comes with its own special, unique exhaust system. It's got these huge fat tailpipes at the back. That's what made that wonderful sound earlier. The Toyota, by comparison, really does not sound as good. So they've done a really good job with that as well.
The design very Batmobile-like. I get a very Batish feeling. Very cool though. I like that.
That's also unique as well.
Yeah.
Should we have a look at what's under the bonnet?
Let's do that.
What's making that noise?
Because we heard the noise. Now we want to see what's underneath.
So it's just going to beep a bit while I get in here.
Okay, cool. There we go.
That. And then there's always a trick with bonnets. You have to sort of find the latch. Where is it on this car?
I think you might have found it just now.
There it is.
Aha, boom.
Alrighty, so that is a 2-liter boxer engine. You can see, look at that, stamped. I don't know if you'll see it in TV land, but that's stamped with Toyota and Subaru. So they really did share this whole project.
Yeah.
And the thing about a boxer engine, it's quite unique. Not a lot of car makers go with this engine.
Yeah.
Porsche still goes with a boxer engine, for instance. And it's called that because the pistons actually punch at each other, like that.
Wow.
So it's really cool. It's very, very flat. And what's cool about a boxer layout is it lowers the car's center of gravity, and they can line up the crankshaft, which is right in the middle of the engine here, with the drivetrain. So all the power goes straight back to the back of the car. There's no deviations in the power. It's just a straight line going back to the rear wheels, and it gives the car such a balanced feel.
Can we see that in action? If you maybe just turn it on one more time so we can actually just see the engine at work. Wow.
But now I've got to tell you about its power.
Yes.
Because there isn't a lot of it. You're not going to be able to hear me now.
No, I can't hear you at all. So maybe I'm turning it off right now. Yeah, but give us a bit of, drop the numbers to us.
All right. So now the thing about this car is although it looks like a sports car and it does look like it goes very fast, it actually doesn't.
Oh, no! I knew there was a catch.
I know. I don't think they've given this thing enough power. I really don't. It's got 147 kilowatts and 205 Newton meters. And what that means is that you have a lot less power than all the hot hatches out there. So if you pull up at a traffic light and a Golf GTI arrives next to you, just wave. Just be like, it's cool, man.
Don't even
you go. I'll see you this now.
Your ride looks slicker, I think, man. Your ride looks slicker.
But you know what? Take this to a twisty mountain road, and oh my goodness, it comes alive. The reason that I would take this over a hot hatch is because hot hatches these days are just compromised. They're very fast, turbocharged shopping carts that you can take the kids to school in.
Yeah.
This is a sports car. Rear-wheel drive, low slung, short throw, manual gearbox, engine up front where it should be.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun. If you don't have fun in this car, just stop driving. Just get a bicycle, just take the bus, do something else.
So the all-important number though.
Yes.
What does a baby like this cost, and would you say it's value for money?
Okay, so
in what you
it does feel like a premium product over the Toyota, and interestingly, you get a maintenance plan worth about 30,000 Rand. So Subaru will look after everything except the tires. But it's going for 389,000, and the most expensive Toyota Toyota is about $350, between $340 and $350. So you really do have to pay the premium. But I know a couple of little secrets about this car to tell you how desirable it is. There have been Toyota 86 owners going to Subaru and saying, please, can we buy the badges?
Wow.
That just shows you how much people want the Subaru version of this car.
So what do you think is next for the BRZ brand and where they're going?
I think they're going to listen to the motoring world and they're going to give it more power, either from a supercharger or a turbocharger. I can't wait for that. I feel like this chassis can handle a lot more power, and I think maybe an extra 40 kilowatts, and it'll put it up there sort of maybe with that Volvo that we had in studio last week in terms of power, or the Opel Astra OPC, and that is just going to be sublime.
Wow. Maybe also a couple of ejectable bombs just sprout out the back, just to enhance that Batman effect. Dude, thank you very much.
Pleasure,
amazing.
Really.
Are you driving at home or am I driving at home?
Yeah, well, let's both go.
I've left mine. Check these guys out at OverdriveTV on Twitter. Follow them, check them out. They've got amazing jobs, and they do quite an amazing job for us every single Friday. Ilana, what do you think of this beautiful baby? Huh?
With a range of quality products guaranteed nationally, you will always find there's so much more to Midas.